This particular individual not only represents our community well, but is chair of the State Legislative Select Committee on Boys and Men of Color, which I think is the only such animal in the country, focusing on boys and young men of color and bringing legislative and policy attention to this issue. So join me in welcoming Steve Bradford.
Good afternoon. It is truly an honor to be here, and I want to thank Dr. Ross and the California Endowment for their great leadership. They are true champions as it relates to the issues of boys and men of color. So give them a round of applause. I am proud to serve as chair of the Select Committee on the Status of Boys and Men of Color in the California Legislature, and we have dedicated advancing legislative agendas to support these young people all across the state. Recently, more than 100 young men, similar to Mr., came to Sacramento and shared their stories. I, along with my colleagues, Roger Dickinson and Reggie Jones-Sawyer, who are part of that committee, heard their stories firsthand. And we realized the struggles they faced on a daily basis. We heard about their dreams, we heard about their aspirations, but we also heard about their challenges. We heard about the school-to-prison pipeline. We heard about the push-out rate. We heard about the expulsion rate. We heard all those negative things that impact them. But what we also witnessed was not just simply some young African-American Latinos. We saw the future leaders of California. We saw a group of young men who wanted to better themselves, who wanted to better their lives, who wanted to better their communities. I can speak on behalf of the entire committee when I say from hearing from these young people made us double down our commitment and our efforts in the legislature to make sure that we address this issue. So we have a number of bills, as Dr. Ross stated. We have one that we're still hoping the governor will sign by Roger Dickinson, AB 420, which is vitally important. So if you haven't called the governor, please give him a call and tell him to sign that. We are aggressively supporting a package of bills to avoid needless suspensions of our kids, to keep schools safer, to put funding in place to support programs that will help our sons and our brothers. I am proud to report that the governor has already signed a number of those bills from the Select Committee this year. So again, we have more that we're hoping he signs. The legislature has also made a historic move by adopting a resolution, which was H.R. 23, to honor Trayvon Martin, that affirms the state's commitment to improving the lives of boys and men of color in the state of California. We still have much work to do. When Black and Latinos are more likely to be stopped by the police, more likely to spend time in prison, more likely to drop out of school, then the crisis requires all of our attention. As a legislator and representative of boys and men of color, the #1 priority is to help young people succeed and be successful in California, because when they succeed, our entire community wins. This means making schools a welcoming place for students, ensuring that they have access to health services and keeping their neighborhoods safe. And the Select Committee is more than committed than ever before in delivering on that promise.